Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to quickly talk about a grip to replace the Sony VG-C3EM, and it's made by Neewer. Neewer is a company that is from China, and they make fairly good equipment for the price, and I've been testing this for about a month. Let's see how it did. So if we were to take the camera here, first of all, what is a battery grip? Well, if you look at the bottom of this camera, you will see, and if I actually can take this off real quick, you will see this is the grip, okay, that I'm talking about. This is the replacement grip for the BG grip for Sony. The Sony grip comes in at about $299. This grip is only $50 to $60. So some of the problems that you might encounter, the differences that you might encounter with this grip, we'll talk about. We'll talk about the buttons, how to use them, how does it fit into the camera. I mean, you have this what looks like a battery attached to this. That slides into the battery slot of your camera, and then you simply take this knob right here and you screw that knob to screw it into place, and just takes a couple seconds here, and then you're good to go. It's ready to go. So what's the advantage of having a grip? Why do I need a grip? Does it make it heavy? Well, it does make it heavier, and here's why, right? Because if I undo this on the bottom, here are my batteries, right? These are my two batteries now. I can fit two of the FZ batteries in here. And so it does make a difference in weight, to the point where, you know, and you just close that to close it, to the point where it could be a problem when you already are carrying a very heavy lens camera combination, such as a 600 millimeter combined with this A9 body I have right here. By the way, this fits the A9, the A7 III, the A7R III. It can go, I don't believe it fits the A7 IV. I think that has a different grip. But anyway, let's go over, first of all, why you would want a grip. So probably the biggest reason is when I am in a blind, when I am doing a lot of photography, the first thing that I want to be able to do is I want to be able to take this camera, and I've got a short lens on here so you can see it better. Typically, you know, we're going to shoot like this, right? We're going to get up on here and we're going to shoot horizontally. Okay, so the first thing that it gives you is it gives you a better grip overall. So especially if you have larger hands, your pinky is not going to dangle off as it does without the grip. So if I were to remove this real quick, and I grab this, notice how my pinky is kind of hanging off the bottom right here, or barely on the bottom. So it's an ergonomic and comfort thing, right, first of all. So that's the first thing that it does for you. The second and biggest thing for me is that when I am photographing birds in a blind and it's very tight, I don't want to bring my camera up like this. Now watch that arm, and that chicken wing is out there, and that is causing two things to happen. One, it's going to make it so the birds see that movement up there to go vertical. Whereas with the grip, I have it right here, and I'm vertical, and they're not seeing any movement. So then when I want to go horizontal, I just do this. When I want to go vertical, I just do this. Very little movement, as opposed to I'm horizontal and now I'm vertical. So that's two big reasons right there. The third reason to have a battery grip is obviously more battery life. I can literally shoot this all freaking day and into the next day if I want to. That's a lot of battery, and it's a lot of power. Now, how is this different from, say, the Sony grip? The build quality is going to be a little different. The Sony grip is going to have a better tactile experience. In other words, the buttons are not going to be annoyingly cheap, whereas here they do have a cheaper texture, although it's not bad. I don't notice it being a problem for me. In the past, I have mostly used the Velo grip, which is just a slight step up from this, but they are very, very similar in quality. It's got good rubber surrounding it here. So far, so good on all of that. I've not had any failures of using it. I've not seen any issues at all with using this. I've been testing it for about a month, and I am encouraged by what I'm seeing. So in short, I do recommend it. I think it's a good, inexpensive alternative to the Sony VG grip, and I think you will like it, and you'll like it a lot. You know, before I go on, because I want to talk a little bit about the buttons, I am going to put a link in the show notes where you can purchase this, and let me know your thoughts on it. So let's go over the buttons real quick here. Okay, so let's talk about the buttons and switches and dials on this thing. So what you're looking at here is the grip, of course. It is the Neewer grip, as stated here. The quality, of course, is very nice here, I think. On the top, we will notice that there are several buttons here. One is a lock button. Now, if this is on, if this is off, this is not going to function. I can hit the shutter button here. Nothing is going to happen, and that is a common problem that people get, and they panic. Don't worry. Switch it off lock, and you're good. You can also access the C1, the custom function C1 in your camera, and C2. Switching to the back of it, you will see, now if I have my hand around this, you will see the AEL, exposure lock button here. I use that for my back button focus. You have the joystick for easily moving around the screen. And you have the AF on button for turning your AF on, which can also be used for back button focus. I just like it up here better. So when I'm on this grip vertically, I'm hitting my shutter here and my back button focus, and I'm doing that. Assembling, we've already seen that, but I'll show it to you more close up. You simply insert this fixture into the battery compartment, and then you screw this screw behind it and make sure it's good and tight, and now it's on. And we can test it, we can turn it on here, and we can see that indeed it is on. Okay, so that's it pretty much in a nutshell on my A9. I hope you enjoyed that, and I just want to say, thanks for watching. As always, make it a great day and get out there and enjoy nature. Bye-bye.